Okay, so let's begin. We'll start with question number one. Question number one, I'll say this is of moderate difficulty level. Although it's not a difficult question to solve, but then it's a word problem, so you have to write the equation. So we are given three consecutive numbers. Okay, least of the numbers is denoted by L, so I can take numbers as L plus 1, L plus 2. First one is same, second one is squared, third one is L plus 2 whole cube. And we are given that when okay, wait a second. Okay, powers are added and result is multiplied with 3. Square root of the result is found to be sum of the original integers. So powers are added, multiplied with 3, and if you sum, you'll get 3L plus 3. The left hand side is square root of this whole thing, so I'll just write square on the right hand side. And from here, if you see, you'll get 1 here, you'll get 8 here, you have 9 here. So the constant terms will cancel out. You will get a quadratic equation because L will also cancel out, and you'll get the answer. So understand when you're solving the question, either the sequence should be clear. What will happen in the step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. So this is how you can solve it. Now, if you take numbers in this form, okay, let's say 6, 7, 8, okay, or 8, 7, 6, then we are supposed to find this. Okay, so what we can do is we can write 8 plus 9 square is so 8 plus 7 square is 49 plus 6 cube is 260. This whole summation will be 57,273. Okay, we have to multiply this with 3. We'll get 819. This number is close to 28 point something. If we add all the numbers, we'll get 21. So we are on higher side. So what we need to do is we have to probably check 4. If we get answer with 4, okay, that's great. Otherwise, answer will be with option 2. So I can try next 4, 3, 2. So 2 plus 9 plus 64. Okay. You add these numbers, you'll get 8. 4 plus 9 plus 8. You'll get 21. You have to multiply with 3, you'll get 63. You find square root of this number, you'll get 8, but sum is 9. That means that the answer will be something which is in between. Okay, so we are getting value lesser compared to the summation, so answer will be something between 5 to 8. So this is the second way to solve this question. Now if you see, the first way was much easier, as in if you see LL will cancel out, you can easily get one equation and you'll get the answer. So this is the type of question which you don't see in worksheets, okay, but then this type of question was asked in CAT once. This one is something which is straightforward. Okay, we have to find value of Q, coefficient of X, which is 2 roots are taken at a time. So if roots are consecutive integers, we can write roots as a minus 1. So ABC are used, so I'll write k minus 1, k and k plus 1. When 2 roots are taken at a time, alpha into beta, beta into gamma, gamma into alpha, you get coefficient of x, which is q. So what we'll get here is k minus k is k minus k square minus k. When you multiply k and k plus 1, you'll get k square plus k. When you multiply k minus 1 into k plus 1, you'll get k square minus 1. So you'll get 3k square minus 1. The minimum value this one can take is q square's minimum value is 0. Square or anything will have minimum value equal to 0. So the answer is option 4. Okay. Next one is one of the roots of gx is 0. Is 4. So we know one of the roots, that means, okay, and this is the second equation we are given. Then now when we are solving this type of question, okay, what we need to do is, first of all, we have to put 4 in the, we have to find G of 4 equal to 0. This is one equation. The second equation is this. G of 3 is equal to minus 3G, 6. This will be the second equation. Now, when we have two equations, we won't be able to get P, Q, and R. So, answer of question number 4 won't be possible. Okay, most likely. Question number 3's answer is possible in case we are able to find ratio of Q by P or R by P. Because with Q by P, we can get sum of roots. With R by P, we can get product of roots. So that should be the objective when you are solving this type of question, that you need to you have to use equation to get either Q by P or R by P to solve question number 3. Question number 4 most likely won't be able to solve, reason being we have just two equations and 3 variables. So I'm just leaving it to you guys. Okay, you can solve, you can see the solution as well. Question number 5, everyone. I'm hoping you have read the question. What we are given is a selling price is 106. We are given cost price, which is a quadratic polynomial. Okay, and we don't have value of P as well as Q. So our objective is to find value of P and Q in this question. Once you get P or P and Q's value, then we can easily solve this question. First thing which is given is Raju increases daily production from 10 to 15. His production cost will increase by 88, 8 by 9. This polynomial, this percentage is fractional equivalence of 8 by 9. So if earlier with 10 units, if Raju's number of 10, the cost is some, let's say 9K. With 15 units, it will be 17K. Okay. Next, if we increase his daily production from 15 to 20 units, his daily production cost will increase by 64, 12 by 17. Now 64 by 12 by 17, we have to find what is percentage fraction equivalence of this number. Now 17 se divide ho raha hai, so what this mostly be divisible by 17. Okay, so denominator mein 17 aana chahiye. So 64 aa raha hai, so it's most likely 11 by 17. You can just check 64. Okay, sorry, 17 into 6 is 102. 8 bacha will get 4 and 12 by 17. So that is fine again. So this is 11 by 17. Now with 15 units, cost is 17K. 20 units, it will be 28K. So from here we can find this 200. We put value of P x in this 200 plus px plus qx square. We'll put x equal to 10. So we'll get 100q plus 10p plus 200. In the second one, we'll put 15. We'll get 225q, 15p, 200. Then in the last one, we'll put 200. We'll get 400q, 20p plus 200. Now from here, we have to find values of p and q probably in terms of k from two equations. And third one, if we put, we'll get value of exactly p and q. So this is the process again. Now I'll rate this question as difficult, given the fact that although we can understand the process, we can know the process, step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, but solving will take a lot of time because you have to calculate, you have to use your 3 equations. When you're solving 3 equations, it's always time consuming task. So it's a difficult question. Just remember, if you see numbers easy, okay. If one more reason is difficult is we have fractions like 8 by 9, 11 by 17. अगर फ्रैक्शन 1 by 2, 2 by 3 इस टाइप का होता है, ओके, जब कैलकुलेशन बहुत इजी हो जाता तो चल जाता. बट 9K 17K हम लोग का मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. यहाँ पे देखो रेशियो हम लोग को दे रखे है ना, तो हम लोग को एक को 17 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, 9 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, फिर जाके हम लोग को कुछ P और Q का वैल्यू मिलेगा. तो इसीलिए क्वेश्चन थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है आगे से. Okay. Coming to question number 7 onwards. Okay, EY is a quadratic polynomial. You have to write general form of quadratic polynomial, minimum value is 1 when y is equal to -3. This implies you have to remember the formula. The quadratic polynomial is minimum when y or x is equal to minus b by 2a. So from here we'll get minus b by 2a is equal to -3 and the value of 1. So if you put this value inside this a by square plus by plus c, you will get 1, which can also be written as d minus d by 4a. That is 1. Okay. E minus 2 is 2. That means we put -2, we'll get 2. So we have 3 equations. We have 3 variables a, b, and c. We'll be able to solve this. Okay. Again, I'll say this is easy to moderate question. Reason being, although you have to calculate, but calculations are 3 calculations you have to solve, and numbers are supposedly easy to solve. So you should be able to get the answer. Question number 8 is something in CAT. Sometimes you get questions which are exactly formula based. Okay. Let's say this. Look at this question. So either you know how to solve such questions or no. You don't. So कभी-कभी ऐसा आता है तो हम लोग को थोड़ा सा means if you know have means knowledge of prior some equations and everything in identities, that is useful. Okay, so here we are using very popular identity. I'll just read the question. We are given these are two equations, they have one root in common. Now if you see, if you coefficients are a, b, and c, here coefficients are b, c, and a. If I put x equal to 1, in both the cases we'll get 0. A plus b plus c is equal to 0. A plus b plus c is equal to 0. So what we can say is this common root is x equal to 1. When we have a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then this is one identity we have. A plus b plus a cube plus b plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc given when a plus b plus c is 0. This is one identity which you are supposed to know. Okay, apart from a plus b whole square, a square minus b square, all those identities. Cubic wale mein, this one is one of the identities you are supposed to know. Other one is a plus b whole cube. That is something which is also important. So ये एक identity based question है. So I just thought we should include this as well, okay, because it's important to know these identities. Okay. Question number 9, A, B, alpha, beta, gamma are roots. Then we are given roots as alpha, beta, beta, gamma, and gamma alpha. Equation is given. What is the value of P? P is coefficient of x square here. That means sum of these. That means we are looking at this number. So if you are getting -5 here, P will be +5 straight away. So you have to just remember the formula, everyone. Cubic equation cup. Question number 11, we are given this and we are given this. Okay. Now this is something which is straightforward. Okay, मैं लिखता जाता हूँ, ये easy है, ये भी easy है. यहाँ पे rather than thinking too much, just apply hit and trial. We are getting alpha minus beta is equal to 9. Modulus of alpha, modulus of beta is equal to 5. Or we can assume that alpha is greater than beta. इस case में क्या हो जाएगा? We can write 7 minus -2 because alpha minus beta is greater than this. That implies beta is negative number. Okay, so if you do use this, you'll get the answer. Multiplication of these two is -14. Okay, so hit and trial करना है. Question number E, minimum value of square of differences of this root. Okay, square of differences. So this is something which we are supposed to find. You can use b by a. Okay, okay, or you can use for this one alternatively, if you don't remember this, either of these two you can use. You'll find get one polynomial, quadratic polynomial in terms of k, and then we know how to find minimum value of a quadratic polynomial with coefficient of k square as a positive number. So maxima minima जो है अपना quadratic polynomial का वही पता होना चाहिए. So it's kind of recap as well. What are the concepts we are supposed to remember? Question number 12, again, this is one deliberate question. Means sometimes we have habit of making equation, है ना, हम लोग को लगता है कि solve करते हैं equation बनाने चाहिए. उससे अच्छा है हम लोग when you're solving this type of question, what you need to do is understand, look at the option and check कौन सा option fit बैठ सकता है. Okay, given that we have very small number, a certain number of cups of teas are available for 90 rupees. The price of each cup increases by 1.5. The number that can be bought for the same amount decreases by 10. The actual cost of each cup. Now you see among the options, we have 3, 3.5, 4 and 4.5. 3 is possible, 3.5 is not possible because 3.5 won't divide 90 completely. Same with 4 as well. Now, if I write 3, the number of cups we can buy is 30. If we increase price by 1.5, it will become 4.5. Then number of cups we can buy is 20, which is fitting the bill, as in fitting the condition given. Answer is option A. Again, easy question. तो हम लोग को हमेशा तो कैट में अक्सर ऐसा होता है कि you are supposed to solve problems. You are not supposed to make equation and solve problems. So keep your mind open. Okay. Question number 13 is a type of question which I'll say difficult. All the solution is not very long. Reason being, there is a lot of uncertainty we are solving this question. Okay, you may get stuck, especially if you are not in habit of solving such questions. Okay, we are given an expression, we have to find factors of it. Okay. So if you look at it, okay, you won't be able to get the factors. Quadratic equation नहीं है, या फिर हम लोग का cubic equation में भी हम लोग try कर सकते हैं. Power 4 है तो काफी dangerous मामला है, given the fact that we have two independent variables x and y. So I'll say एक बार solution देख लेता, but these type of questions are tricky to solve as in exam में. Now, you can look at the solution. Solution is pretty much explanatory. Okay, what you need to do is you have to, from here, this part you can see this is x square minus y square का whole square. इधर से भी हम लोग वो common ले लेंगे. We'll get 3 parts. Then we'll try to find the factors. Okay. But if you don't know how, means if you're not able to view the solution, means understand the solving process in when you're reading the question, leave such questions. Okay, because these questions can be troublemaking, especially after 2-3 minutes you will realize that okay, अब घुसते जा रहे हैं but answer नहीं आ रहा. Question number 14. Expression takes maximum value of 5 at x equal to 1, takes the value of minus 1 at x equal to 0. Find the value of the expression x equal to minus 1. Now again, same thing. This is minus b by 2a. When you put 1, you'll get value of 5. So a plus b plus c is equal to 5. You'll get this. This implies c is equal to minus 1. You have 3 equations, you have 3 variables, you will be able to solve. Okay. So I'm not going to solve this one, just telling you the process. Now we should have, means this is one type of question I'll rate easy because you should have solved this type of question numerous times. Okay. Question number, so easy to moderate or easy, not moderate level, because ये बहुत बार solve कर लेना चाहिए अगर अपने quadratic equation के question solve किए हो काफी. Question number 15, roots of this equation are blah blah blah. Yeah, means these are in GP and integers. If sum of squares of roots is 3, 6, 4, find the value of C. C is product of roots. Okay. Now, this is what I can, sum of squares of roots. This is what we are given. Okay. Now, these are the roots we have. Okay. C by 1 is product of roots. Probably we should write minus C. This is K into R cube. Okay. So KR cube is equal to minus C. Now these are integers, that means this is also integer. So हम लोग का C जो है वो किसी नंबर का क्यूब है. Now if you look at the option, none of the option, A क्यूब नहीं है, B भी क्यूब नहीं है, C भी क्यूब नहीं है, D क्यूब है, हम लोग का आंसर आता है. तो अगेन यहाँ पे you see लग रहा है कि एक ही सिंगल इक्वेशन में सॉल्व करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट होगा, वी हैव टू टेक assumption, but you look at the option and you can easily solve such questions. Okay, I'll rate this question as moderate. Reason being, ऐसा सोचना थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी हो सकता है, मींस वो स्ट्राइक करे ना करे एग्जाम में. Question number 16. Sum of the roots of a quadratic equation is 6. Sum of squares of roots is 16. Find the product of the root. I think this is something which you can easily solve. Sum दे रखा है, sum of squares भी दे रखा है, हम लोग को solve करना है, product निकालना है. So this is what we are supposed to do. Okay, इसका स्क्वायर कर लेंगे, इसमें -4 अल्फा मतलब -2 अल्फा बीटा 4 अल्फा बीटा लिख देंगे तो हम लोग को अल्फा इंटर बीटा का वैल्यू आ जाएगा. Next, question number 17. The roots of this are in arithmetic progression. Find the value of p. Again, this is a very tried and tested question. Multiple times CAT में आ चुका है. अर्थमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन में रूट्स को हम लोग a माइनस डी ए एंड a प्लस डी लेंगे. सम ऑफ रूट्स हम लोग को मिल जाएगा, उससे हम लोग को यहाँ से a का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. यू पुट वैल्यू ऑफ a, यू विल गेट वैल्यू ऑफ p. Again, I'll say easy question considering you know the concept of cubic equation. अगर नहीं पता है तो देख लेना, काफी सिंपल होता है. एंड we get questions from cubic equation, आता रहता है CAT में question. Question number 18. Cubic equation has two positive roots. Okay, where a b c d are real and d is not equal to 0. Which of the following is true? Two positives है, positive root, so one negative. प्रोडक्ट क्या हो जाएगा? Product is negative. So this is something which we can say with certainty. Okay, so that means minus d by a is negative number, means d by a is positive. Okay, तो a and d are of same sign. ठीक है, ये होना चाहिए, opposite sign नहीं होना चाहिए because negative हो जाएगा. That is all. Okay, so everyone got the point of what we are supposed to do. Okay, so my objective was to let you guys know कि इस type के question हम लोग को सॉल्विंग का अप्रोच किस तरह से होना चाहिए, प्रोसेस कैसे होना चाहिए. कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट आएंगे तो हम लोग अच्छे से सॉल्व भी करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 to 17 फॉर सीक्वेंस एंड सीरीज. अगेन आई विल गिव यू 5 minutes टू just look at these questions. Okay, and then we'll solve the question one by one. Okay, तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में हम लोगों ने क्या किया है, एलसीएम, सो d1 एंड d2 दोनों का कॉमन डिफरेंस जो भी है 5 and 4, उसका हम लोगों ने एलसीएम निकाला. दैट विल बी कॉमन डिफरेंस ऑफ द कॉमन टर्म्स. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, here we have two sequences. One is Nilgiri, other is Korg. नीलगिरी जो है उसका इंक्रीज 200 डे पे सेम मींस वो कांस्टेंट हो जाता है. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज इन मींस वी कैन इक्वेट these two equations. If you see, you'll get 0.25n minus 0.2n is 0.05n is equal to 13. So you'll get around n is equal to 260. But हम लोग का नीलगिरी is constant after 200 day, so we can write n equal to 200 and then we can find value of this n. So 110 plus 200 से multiply करेंगे into 0.2 will get 40. So 150 is equal to 97 plus 0.25 n. So n is 53 into 4, which is 212. 212 day will be last end of 7th month. ये तो end of 6th month है, या starting में चला गया है, ये भी आगे चला गया है. Between these two, I think यही होना चाहिए because 2006 is a non-leap year. So January +1, February -2, March +1 offset हो गया है. I'm talking about 30 के months ना. I'm assuming हर महीने 30 होना चाहिए. So on an average अप्रैल तक 30 है. मार्च में एक एक्स्ट्रा, सॉरी मई में एक एक्स्ट्रा आ गया है, जून में सेम है, तो एक हम लोग को एक्स्ट्रा है. तो जून तक 181 डेज हो जाएंगे, 212 के लिए हम लोग को एंड ऑफ जुलाई तक जाना पड़ेगा. ओके, तो दैट इज, am I audible everyone? Okay, cool. Wait a second, I'm not able to see. Okay, cool. So now let's go to question number 3 and 4. Okay, now question number 3 and 4, this is also again cat का कुछ types favorite होता है जो repeat होता रहता है. तो कुछ 2-3 साल से ये repeat नहीं हुआ है, but then I've seen this type of question being asked multiple times. Okay, so we are given, so this can be said that this question is function भी बोल सकते हैं इसको, sequence भी बोल सकते हैं, दोनों में से कुछ भी हम लोग बोल सकते हैं इसको. हम लोग को कुछ information दे रखा है, G1 and H1 दे रखा है. हम लोग को दे रखा है when x is even what is gx and what is hx, and when x is odd what are the values of gx and hx. Which of the following is equal to gx plus hx when x is even? So this is what is asked. So gx and hx को हम लोग को ये वैल्यू हम लोग को ये दे रखा है. So what we can do is we can find g1 plus h1 is equal to m plus n. So what we need to do is we have to find pattern. ये हम लोग का pattern जो है वो होना चाहिए कि follow करे. Okay, so यहाँ पे हम लोग देखेंगे x equal to 1 पुट करेंगे तो यहाँ पे हम लोग को कुछ मिल रहा है square root of mn, तो ये ऑप्शन तो गया. या x equal to 1 पुट करेंगे तो n का पावर -1/2, तो ये भी ऑप्शन गया. ठीक है, तो that is what we'll do. Okay, and जो हम लोग को आंसर मिलेगा जो ऑप्शन हो सकता है वो हम लोग उसको टिक कर देंगे इस वाले में. तो दिस इज हाउ यू आर सपोज्ड टू डू इट. ओके, जैसे इस वाले में हम लोग को इसका पावर 0 मिल गया है. ओके, वेट अ सेकंड, h1 n1, हां, x इज ऑड. ठीक है, तो ये हम लोग फिट करके देख देंगे कि कौन सा ऑप्शन में हम लोग का सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. ओके, तो दिस इज द वे टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन एवरीवन. तो हम लोग g1 h1 निकाल देंगे. अगर नहीं सेट हो रहा है तो हम लोग g3 h3 भी निकाल देंगे. Again I'll rate this as question as moderate to difficult. Reason being आपको थोड़ा सा ये करना पड़ेगा. When you're going for this question थोड़ा सा uncertainty है. You don't exactly know what are the steps will be. Step number 1, 2, 3 क्या होने वाला है वो हम लोग को certainty नहीं रहता है. So that is why this is something which I'll say that थोड़ा सा ये moderate to difficult level पे आएगा. Question number 5. Now इस टाइप का सीरीज में हम लोग क्या करते हैं जनरली वी हैव सीन इन द क्लास इफ वी हैव टू टर्म्स, हियर वी हैव फोर टर्म्स. फोर टर्म्स के लिए व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज वी हैव टू think of first and last term, which is 10 and 13 in this case. Okay, so the difference between these two is 3, so I'll write 1/3, 13 minus 10, and I'll write this. Okay, then same thing here, 14 minus 11, and denominator will remain the same. When you do that, what happens is, okay, now we have to split these two. इसको split करना है. So what we'll get is 10 by 11, 10 into 11 into 13. Here you'll get 11 into 12 into 13. Now from here, you'll get plus 11 into 12 into 13. So that will cancel out. So that is something which we need to focus on, that वो हम लोग का subsequent terms में cancel out होना start हो जाएगा. So this is the first term which will remain. बाकी हम लोग के terms cancel हो जाएंगे. Last term भी बच जाएगा. Last term हम लोग का क्या होना चाहिए? Minus 100, 101 and unto 102. So these two terms will remain. We have multiplication with 1/3 and we can solve and find the answer. Okay. So again I'm not going into details. Okay, it means solving process, solving process बता दिया, solving end वाला आप लोग कर सकते हैं. Anyone any confusion in this part? Everyone clear? I think किसी का mic is on. Okay. So the process you need to know, that is the objective. Question number 6. Find the sum of all 5-digit numbers which leaves remainder of either 4 or 6 when divided by 8. Okay. So we are talking about two GPs. Sorry, APs. One AP is 8n plus 4, because these are the numbers which will leave remainder 4 when divided by 8. And second AP is 8n plus 6. ये पिछले वाला क्वेश्चन मॉडरेट था everyone. Okay. So we have two APs, 8n plus 4, 8n plus 6 की format में, and we are talking about 5-digit numbers. So we have to start with, let's say, so this is the first one. इसके लिए we can find the last one, which is 99996. इन दोनों का sum करेंगे, we'll get how much? 1 lakh 1000, sorry, 1 lakh 10,000, and then you divide by 2 and find the number of terms and solve it. So दो GPs का सम है, काफी लंबा solution में solve करना पड़ेगा, but it's solvable pretty much. Okay. So again इसको मैं easy to moderate बोलूंगा, reason being the calculation is थोड़ा सा लंबा for my liking. Okay. Otherwise question is pretty much solvable. Exam में ऐसा question मिलेगा तो solve करना पड़ेगा, although it will take around 2 minutes to solve, but then solvable है. Okay. If you are finding much more easy questions to solve in the exam, then probably you can leave it for later part. But अगर मिल नहीं रहा easy questions, तो इसको तो पक्के से solve करना है. So depending on, okay. So question number 7. Sum of first n terms of arithmetic progression is 2400. Sum of next term is 7200. Find the ratio of first term and common difference. Again, you can write the equation. Okay. हम लोग n terms ले रखे, 2n terms के लिए भी क्या होगा, n हम लोग ratio निकाल सकते हैं. Or what you can do is you can find sum of n and sum of 2n. That is something which you can do. And ratio निकालेंगे तो you'll get ratio of n will cancel out, so you'll get ratio of a to d. Again, solvable question. I'll say easy to, again moderate, reason being थोड़ा सा calculation लंबा हुआ है. Question number 8. Nth term of this series is given by this. Okay. Wait a second. Tn is this. Okay. T1 is not given to us. Okay. Cool. So this is what is given to us. ये Tn plus 1 है, ये Tn plus 1 means plus 1 नहीं है. This is something like this. If that is not clear, तो मैं उसको थोड़ा clear कर लेता हूँ. So हम लोग T31 find कर सकते हैं. T31 will be T30 plus T29 by square root of 2. Okay. Similarly, we can find T30 as well. Okay. So T30 को हम लोग लिख लेंगे, and T29 को भी लिख सकते हैं. T30 can be written as T29 plus T28, T28 plus T27, square root of 2 नीचे 2 हो जाएगा. तो इसी तरह से हम लोग will try to find in terms of 26 and 25. So that is the objective. Again, ये question I'll mark as moderate level, reason being we have not, means ऐसा क्वेश्चन जनरली सॉल्व नहीं किया होता है. अनसर्टेनिटी में हम लोग जा रहे हैं कि किस तरह से सीरीज आगे बढ़ेगा. बिकॉज यहाँ पे हम लोग को 3 अलग अलग टाइप के टर्म्स मिल रहे हैं, उसको हम लोग को कैंसिल आउट भी करना है. ये सोचना है कि वो कैंसिल आउट कैसे होगा. तो दैट इज समथिंग विच यू नीड टू कीप इन माइंड व्हेन सॉल्विंग इट. सो T27 निकाल के T28 को निकाल दिया, T29 से भी हम लोग अलग से स्प्लिट करके निकालेंगे इस क्वेश्चन को. Question number 9. Find the sum of first 40 terms of this series. Okay, what is this series? First of all, when we are solving this series, okay, we have to understand कि series है क्या. Okay, somebody ज्ञान प्रकाश बोल रहा है कि किस वाले के लिए? ओके, इस वाले में अगर देखें हम लोग तो 2 3 4 इससे समझ में आ रहा है ना। नाइन्थ है 2 APs, यस 2 APs है या फिर 1 GP है एंड 1 AP है। ठीक है एवरीवन, सो वी हैव 1 AP and 1 GP. So this is this is a GP, this is an AP. तो 20 टर्म्स उनका सम निकाल लेंगे एंड वी शुड बी गुड टू गो। ओके, 2 4 8 16 में आ रहा है, हम लोग का 2 का पावर्स ही होना चाहिए, तो आई एम श्योर क्वेश्चन नंबर इसका आंसर ए और डी तो नहीं होगा, बी एंड सी में से एक होना चाहिए। ओके, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आंसर विल बी बी ऑन दी। ओके, so that is something which we can see, okay, because 2 4 8 16, okay, 20 terms है, so 20 terms का सम हो जाएगा this, जो जीपी है उसका। ओके, जो ब्लैक वाला है उसका टर्म सम ये हो जाएगा। ओके, व्हाइट वाला का सम 3 9 4 24 है, दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच वी कैन फाइंड। ओके, सो 123, first term is 3, last term will be 1 sorry, not 120, 60, so 60 plus 3 63 डिवाइड बाय 2 into 20, उस तरह से हम लोग इसका आंसर निकाल लेंगे। एनीवेज, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 पे जाते हैं हम लोग। Question number 9, again this is a series where we have random terms. Okay, 9 by 7 with 28 by 27, 25 by 23. What we can see is first one is 8 plus 1 divided by 8 minus 1. Second one is 27 plus 1 divided by 27 minus 1. फिर 64 plus 1, 64 minus 1. 8, 27, 64, 125, what they have in common is these are cubes. Okay. So that is what we have. Anyone would like to tell what is the answer of this question? Question number 10, anyone? Anyone? Question number 2? Sorry, question number 10. So now, one thing which we can be sure of, this is not the answer again. So यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग solve करने जाएंगे proper तरीके से, तो what we need to do is we have this is what we have. Okay, तो ये हम लोग के पास में दो पार्ट है। वन बाय टू नहीं हो सकता, रीजन बिंग देखो सारे टर्म्स वन से ज्यादा है, तो वन बाय टू तो नॉट पॉसिबल। नाउ इफ यू सी दिस सीरीज converging to वन, व्हाट आई मीन बाय कन्वर्जिंग टू वन इज इनफाइनाइट टर्म होगा उसमें, प्लस वन ऊपर करो प्लस वन नीचे करो, ऑलमोस्ट कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। ठीक है, सो इफ यू फाइंड the value for first 3 4 terms, you will almost get the answer now. So that is something which you can do it again. So rather than finding solution of this, okay, इसका हम लोग multiplication find कर रहे हैं ना, इसको हम लोग पाई बोलते हैं, multiplication find कर रहे हैं। what we are doing is हम लोग फर्स्ट 2 3 टर्म्स का निकाल देंगे, तो हम लोग के पास में दिस वैल्यू इज हाउ मच 1.28, 26 के लिए करेंगे तो 1 पॉइंट ऑलमोस्ट 04 है। ठीक है, and then if you multiply with this you'll get 1.06 or something। इन तीनों का जितना मल्टीप्लिकेशन आ रहा है हम लोग का आंसर इज ऑलमोस्ट हल्का सा ज्यादा होगा उससे। okay, now if you multiply these numbers, okay, how much we'll get is, यहाँ तक करने पे हम लोग को मिलेगा 1.28 into 1.04 करेंगे, how much we'll get is, wait a second, 128 132 83 carry 208 9 104. Wait a second. Multiply करते हैं. 104 into this is 32, 83 carry. Into 2 is 208. Okay, wow, that's sorry, my mistake. 208, 91, 29 carry, and 133. So 1.33 उससे थोड़ा सा बड़ा होगा. Okay, so this is not possible. This is way too bigger. This is also way too bigger. हम लोग का आंसर should be option A. द ऑल्टरनेटिव लंबा वाला सोल्यूशन है वो मैंने एग्जाम इसमें सोल्यूशन में दे रखा है कि इसको हम लोग स्प्लिट करके भी वी कैन कैंसल आउट टर्म्स. ओके, एंड विल गेट द वैल्यूज. ओके, हम लोग इसको स्प्लिट कैसे कर सकते हैं. ए क्यूब प्लस वन है, ए क्यूब माइनस वन है, उसको स्प्लिट करके दो अलग अलग पार्ट करके हम लोग ऑलमोस्ट वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं. बिकॉज फर्स्ट वाले पार्ट का वैल्यू क्या आएगा, सेकंड वाले पार्ट का वैल्यू क्या आएगा, यू कैन जस्ट वो एक सीरीज बन जाएगा. उन दोनों का अलग अलग करेंगे तो एक का सीरीज ऐसा है a+1 a-1. ओके, और दूसरा वाला सीरीज बनेगा इस तरह से. So these are the two types of series we will get. Okay, तो उसको हम लोग इजीली सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 पे आते हैं. These are the two types of series which we are given, which we have S1 and S2. Okay, we have to find value of 2S2 minus S1. Now, how to solve this one? Anyone? क्या करेंगे इसमें? So first of all, when you're solving these type of question, you need to understand what is the series. So S2, you are pretty much sure. It's 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/4 means ये हम लोग को समझ में आ रहा है. Okay. S1 में if you see, we have 1/2, 3/6, 5/12, 7/20, 9/30. So what is changing? Okay. In numerator, what we have is 2n minus 1. Okay. In denominator, what we have is this is 1 into 2, this is 2 into 3, this is 3 into 4, and so. So from here, we can find इसका हम लोग 4, 5 इन दोनों का हम लोग इस वाले को मल्टीप्लिकेशन करेंगे and then we'll try to find what is the solving part. Okay. So when we are solving these questions, okay, we have to find the general equation first. Generic equation हो गया. Wait a second. Generic form इसका हो जाएगा 2n minus 1 divided by this. Okay. इसका generic form हो गया. Now when you have these generic forms, okay, we can, and number of terms दोनों का same है, that is a good thing. We have to solve this first. Okay. When you solve this first, if you see यहाँ पे n minus 1 से multiply करना पड़ेगा, हम लोगों का काम बहुत easy हो जाएगा, and then we'll get the answer. Okay, so again, so it's important to find the what is the logic behind some generic term find करने से काफी चीजें easy हो जाती है. Question number 12. A, B, C are three positive numbers in geometric progression. A power 12, B power 15, and C power x. These are equal. Then we have to find what is the value of x. Anyone, this type of question again काफी probable question रहता है. We can write this as this also. ना अगर हम लोग चाहें. Okay. Geometric progression में तो इस तरह सोच सकते हैं इन numbers को. Then what is the value of x? We have few options also. 18, 20, 21. 15, 12. सो क्या होगा आंसर? ओके, सो आई एम लीविंग इट टू गाइस. ओके, ये होगा 12 15 है, आंसर 20 होना चाहिए. नहीं अंशिता, n प्लस वो n का वैल्यू 1 रखेंगे ना. इस वाले क्वेश्चन की बात कर रहे हो ना तुम? ओके सॉरी. ओ हाँ, ठीक है ठीक है, थैंक यू. n प्लस 1 रहेगा. नहीं, इंटू 2 है ना. सॉरी, n इंटू n प्लस 1 रहेगा, माई मिस्टेक. ओके, सो विल गेट दिस कॉमन. ठीक है अंशिता. Coming to question number 3, 3 is similar to question number which we have seen before. So I'm just leaving question number 13 for you guys. Okay. Question number 14. अब इसको हम लोग को सॉल्व करना है तो we can use two approaches. One is obviously solving it. इसको मैं easy बोल देता हूँ because we have seen this kind of question before. Question number 14 अगर हम लोग देखेंगे, so if you see from the option also only we can remove option A. Now problem is we have none of these and B and C, so that is something which will require us to थोड़ा सा calculate accurately. Okay. So हम लोग को थोड़ा सा इसके लिए कैलकुलेशन अच्छे से करना पड़ेगा कि हम लोग किस तरह से करें ताकि हम लोग का कैलकुलेशन बेटर हो जाए. अगेन, so look at these negative numbers. So what we can do is we can write this as 1 plus 1 to 1 plus 100 और इनको दो बार माइनस कर देते हैं. हम लोग केवल प्लस में रख रहे सब कोई. इसका मतलब ये जो नंबर नेगेटिव थे वो हम लोगों ने ऐड कर दिए हैं. Now if you see, these are nothing but if you multiply with 2 you'll get 1 by 1 से लेके 1 by 50 तक. तो हम लोग का आंसर हो जाएगा ऑप्शन. I'll say this is a moderate level question, moderate to difficult. स्ट्राइक करना दिक्कत होता है एग्जाम में. सबको समझ में आया ये वाला क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 14. 14 14 में क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, वन ये माइनस वाले पार्ट को भी ऐड कर देते हैं यहाँ पे. सो सिंस आई एम राइटिंग प्लस में तो ये नेगेटिव डबल हो जाएगा. एंड देन वी कैन फाइंड सम ऑफ दिस व्हिच इज 1 by 1, 1 by 50 and this is 1 to 1 by 100. So हम लोग का आंसर P हो जाएगा. Question number 16. Nth term of the sequence is defined by Tn is equal to this. Okay. T1 and T3 का वैल्यू दे रखा है. अभी इनके बीच में कुछ नहीं है, मतलब मल्टीप्लीकेशन है. Tn minus Tm is multiple of 10. Which of the following is not a possible value of M and N? तो हम लोग को सोचना होगा what are the possible values these two can take. Okay. So हम लोग we can find T3, we can find T4. Okay. Multiplication चलता रहेगा. 48 T5 is this into this will have 6 at the end. So what we need to find is not the actual number but end में क्या होगा. T6 का end में होगा 6. So T7 के end में भी क्या होगा 6. So if we take T5 के बाद में कोई भी कॉम्बिनेशन जो है हम लोग को आंसर देगा ना. Which of the following is not possible? Okay, not possible बोल रहा है तो 1 के साथ में जो भी आएगा उसका चक्का तो नहीं घूमेगा ना. T2 is 4. Wait a second. So T6 is 8. T7 is 8, T9 sorry T8 is 4. This is how it will go. Okay, तो हम लोग को फाइंड करना है, देखो obvious choices after this thing, even if you are not going through this part, जो T3 onwards all the numbers are even, T2 onwards T3 is the only odd number, so T1 के combination में कुछ भी नहीं मिलने वाला जो लास्ट डिजिट को हम लोग को कैंसिल आउट करेगा, तो आंसर विल बी सी irrespective of what we are getting in मींस ए बी सी में क्या मिल रहा है हम लोग को मतलब ही नहीं। हाँ, तो इस तरह से हम लोग दिमाग लगा सकते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 16, सम ऑफ द arithmetic progression starting with 11 terms is directly proportional to n square. Sum of two of the terms of arithmetic progression is 0, which of the following cannot be either of these two terms. Okay, so starting from 11 term directly proportional to n square. Okay, sum is what? N by 2 2a n minus 1 into d. Okay, so directly proportional to n square है, ये हम लोग को बोला हुआ है 11 terms onward. So wait a second. Okay, so this is what the हम लोग का sequence will look like. Okay, so हम लोग को अब directly proportional to n square का मतलब है कि if I multiply I'll get something like this, n square by n by 2 into 2a n square into d by 2 then n by 2 into d. So this means ये दोनों terms का कुछ कैंसिल आउट हो रहा है, कुछ हो रहा है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल तो हमेशा रहने ही वाला है। तो इन दोनों के बीच में क्या हो रहा है, दैट इज समथिंग विच वी आर बॉदर्ड विद। ओके, मतलब कि हम लोग का इफ यू सी 2 कैंसिल हो रहा है, सो a is equal to by probably d by 2 or something. Okay, that is what is with us. Okay, sum of two terms is an arithmetic progression. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है कि either series is increasing or decreasing, means transition हो रहा है, तो it means d is either so either a negative है d positive है या vice versa. So that is what something which you have to keep in mind. Okay, and okay, अगर हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे तो wait a second, इसको सॉल्व करने में लगाते हैं हम लोग। एक बार इसका सॉल्यूशन देख लेना सब कोई, क्योंकि सॉल्व करने में हम लोग को s 10 के बाद में जो भी हो रहा है सबका हम लोग को समेशन n स्क्वायर के फॉर्म में आना चाहिए, तो ये दोनों इक्वेट हो रहे हैं वो उस टर्म में लिखना पड़ेगा, विल गेट द आंसर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 टाइम क्या हो रहा है, 17. Okay, question number 17, again we have to find the general form of it. If again, as I told you in the case of this particular question, okay, if you are not able to strike the logic, जैसे हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 नहीं 10 में किया, it's always useful. Okay, if options are quite far from each other, we can just go for 2-3 means option and see what is the pattern, and then accordingly we can answer the question. Okay, so question number 17 का आंसर I think will be option C. चलिए अब आगे बढ़ते हैं, ये जेनरिक फॉर्म है, उसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं हम लोग एवरीवन। Now this is equally important, so I wanted to cover it for थोड़ा सा अच्छे से। Indices, logs and surds, okay, over the last few years, okay, last 3 years, their importance has been huge compared to earlier. Means equation से जितना क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है जितना इनसे आ जाता है, that's why it's important कि हम लोग थोड़ा इसको बहुत इज्जत दे। I'll give you around 5 minutes to look at these questions, then we'll discuss the solution. Okay, so let's begin. Question number 1, again इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन कैट में recently 2017 में भी आया था। So here we are given a number of this form. Okay, So we have to find this form. Okay, so हम लोग को values of x ही निकालना पड़ेगा. So if you see, if I put x equal to 1, I'll get 3 power 5. 3 power 5 is 243. इतना बड़ा नंबर नहीं मिलने वाला है. If I put 2, I'll get some other number. Okay, so we need to find कौन सा x का वैल्यूज के लिए इन दोनों का हम लोग को ये मिलेगा, मिडिल वैल्यू कुछ टाइप से मिलेगा. So that is the way to solve this question. Okay, now you can use the options as well. Okay, now 6 power x and x power 6 है. अगर ऑप्शन में से कोई पॉसिबल होगा तो let's say if I put 6 power, if you remember, no, 6 power 1 is 6, then 36, 216, 1296, and so on. So if x is 4, I'll get 6 power 4, okay, which is 1296, and then if I add 4 power 6, which is equal to how much? So we are not getting an odd number, so this won't be the answer. Okay, so we need one odd number as well. Okay, so हम लोग का number x has to be probably 3 हो सकता है. So if I write 3, this is 216 and this is 729. Answer is 949. Fine. So you can either you gotta put the value of x and check according to this one. Okay, or option से check भी कर सकते थे. Now we can put 3 and check हम लोग का कौन सा ऑप्शन ये satisfy कर रहा है या नहीं कर. So that is the way to solve this. Question number 2. Now although this type of question is not asked in CAT, okay, but then I feel ये काफी important है because this is similar to means a different type of series. Okay, here what we can do is we can take this common in the denominator part. If we do that, we'll get square root of 17 plus square root of 16. Okay, just look at the first part only. Now इस पे since these numbers are consecutive numbers, we can use a componendo, that is multiplying with square root of 17 minus square root of 16, because the a plus b, a minus b will get square root of 17 square, square root of 16 square, which is 17 minus 16, will get 1. So this whole part will become 1. So what we have is square root of 17 minus square root of 16 divided by this, which can be written as square root of 16 minus square root of 17. So each of the part can be written in this form. Everyone clear? Okay, so now for the first one we can write square root of 16 minus square root of 17 plus square root of 17 minus square root of 18. The subsequent middle terms will cancel out. The last term will remain, which is square root of 121. So we have 4 minus 1 by 4 divided minus 1 by 11. So we'll get 7 by 44 as the answer. So everyone, this is something which I feel can be something which is important. Okay, हम लोग ये solve कर सकते हैं. Question number 3 again. This one is something which we can write as either, so we can write in this form minus, so this is a cube plus b cube, so I can write a plus b whole cube 3 into ab, and here we can write a plus b. This will cancel out, so we can write 2. So we need value of x square plus 1 by x square. That is what we need. To get this value, we have to square this part, which will give us x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 is equal to 9. So x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 7. If you put it there, I'll get 343 minus 3 into 7 will get 322. Answer is option C. This one, if you see, these are conjugates. Okay, Conjugate means this part is plus, this part is negative. We can find this. Okay, I think this should have been B. So A plus B is 10. A into B is A into B is 1. So A power 4 plus B power 4 is given. We can write A square plus B square whole square minus 2A square into B square. A square plus B square can be written as A plus B whole square minus 2AB. So we have in terms of A plus B and A into B. Similarly, A cube plus B cube can be written as A plus B whole cube minus 3AB, which is we have used in the question number 3 as well. And we can put value of A plus B and A into B. That will simplify the problem and can solve easily. Question number 5, you can use the options to solve. Okay, I'll say that will be the best way to solve. If you see 16, log 4 of 16 will give us 2. Okay, log 2 of 2 will give us 1. If we see option A again on the right hand side, we'll get log 2 of 16 is 4, log 4 of 4 is 1. So A satisfy kar raha hai. I'm sure none of the other option will satisfy. Log 4 of 8, that is 4 power 3 by 2. Okay, तो हम लोग को 3 by 2 मिलेगा. Log 2 of 3 by 2 is log 2 of 3 by 2. Here we'll get log 2 of 8 is equal to 3. Log 4 of 3 मिलेगा. दोनों सेम नहीं है, तो answer is option A. Alternatively, you could have written, since we have log 2 and log 4, you could have used x equal to 2 power p to solve this question. Wait just a minute everyone, थोड़ा मेरा screen hang हो गया है. Question number 7 में what we are given is these three numbers are in arithmetic progression. Which of the following possible value of x? Again, two ways to solve it. One way is you write equation in terms of AP. If since numbers these logs are in AP, then numbers has to be in GP. Okay, so that is one way to solve it. Okay, an alternate way to solve it is put these numbers 1, 1.5 and check which one is satisfying. Okay, and we can get the answer. Again, I'm leaving up to you guys this one. Okay, कि हम लोग को GP चाहिए था. GP किस फॉर्म में आएगा हम लोग देख सकते हैं. Say this is log 7 of 7. This is log 4x plus 5. We can put the values and we can find. Wait a second, question number 6. Okay, there is some mistake here, everyone, guys. Okay, I'll just write it. This is 4 power x plus 1. That is what I was thinking. Okay, and this is 4 power x. Okay, I'll change the sheet and send it across. Okay. Question number 7. Again, this is similar to which a question asked in CAT once. You put this value a power t is equal to 27. You apply here and you will get the value t. A का value निकाल के हम लोग इसको solve करेंगे and we'll find how many solutions are possible. I'll run through these remaining questions pretty fast. Okay, बहुत ज़्यादा time नहीं है. You can split this one, you can split this one, you can use wavy curve method to solve this one. So you will have something. ये हम लोग को मिलेगा. Okay, so हम लोग का एक the graph will look something like this. Everyone, okay. How many integers x do not satisfy this? Okay, do not satisfy this. So which are the integers? 8 to 4 and 2 to 4. 8 to minus 4 and 2 to 4. So 5 plus 3, 8 such numbers are there. Solving question number 2. If you solve this, okay, the common mistake people make is when we are solving this type of question is if you see a cube minus b cube numerator में मिलेगा, right hand side में भी a minus b है. आप a minus b को cancel out नहीं कर सकते. If you are cancelling out a minus b, that means you are assuming a is equal to b, है ना. तो वो चीज ध्यान रखना है, आप directly cancel out नहीं कर सकते. One way to solve this question is take everything on one side, left hand side, and then form the equation and find the solution. Okay, so इसका answer option C है, but means don't cancel out terms. ठीक है, ये चीज सबको ध्यान रखना है, because when you're cancelling out you are eliminating one of the solutions. That is very important. Which of the what is the set of values of x for which this equation is true? Okay, now इसके लिए हम लोग best way to do it is, let's say we put values to find it. Okay, now here we are given minus 6 to minus 1, 1 to infinity, and okay, so I can take one of the values. Let's say I'll take c is infinity to infinity. Okay. So if I take 0, okay, what we'll get is 8 by minus 6, which is lesser than that. Okay, so जिसमें 0 include हो रहा है वो हम लोग का आंसर नहीं है. This one is not our answer. Okay. So option 1 is option C is ruled out, D is ruled out. हम लोग को अभी देखना है ऑप्शन A और B में क्या डिफरेंस है. A और B में डिफरेंस है. A में -1 बोल रहा है नहीं इंक्लूडेड, मींस -2 इंक्लूडेड है, इसमें -2 इंक्लूडेड नहीं है. सो आई विल टू -2. -2 is pretty small number to deal with, so if you put you'll get the answer of this question. Okay, तो हम लोग को थर्ड का आंसर मिल जाएगा. Okay, so that is what we will get. Okay, question number 8, sorry 4. These are the 4 numbers given. Multiplication of these 6 numbers are given. Multiplication is 1. Minimum value of this is when x is equal to all these numbers are equal. That means each one is equal to 2. So ये हम लोग का हो जाएगा 5 to the power 6, and among these number 5 to the power 6 is option A. Question number 5. P is a positive number such that it is possible to find 5 positive numbers such that product is P whose sum S is less than or equal to P. Among 4, 6, 7, how many are possible values of P? Okay, so हम लोग को ऐसा P ऐसा नंबर्स फाइंड करना है जिनका मल्टीप्लिकेशन हम लोग को मिल सकता है. ओके, नाउ वेट अ सेकंड. P is any positive number which is ठीक है, तो हम लोग what we can do is, okay, how many possible values of P are there? So among 4, 5, 6, 7 कौन कौन सा possible है? So numbers, if we are writing, okay, P is product of 4 numbers. Okay, if all the numbers are equal, each number will be something like this. Okay, P का पावर 1/4 उस टाइप से रहेगा. Okay, so हम लोग का सम कितना हो जाएगा? 4 into this number. Okay, so this is kind of equation we have. Okay, so इस वाले केस में okay, हम लोग s छोटा आना चाहिए. That is what we are trying to find की s छोटा आना चाहिए. किस नंबर के लिए छोटा आ सकता है? Okay, so okay, wait a second. Okay, now for 4 what can happen is, okay, we can write numbers as square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 2. Okay, इनका सम हो जाएगा 4 into square root of 2. Okay, P is equal to how much? 4. This number is 5.6. This is 4. So this is not satisfying. Similarly, we'll find square root of 5 के लिए क्या वैल्यूज हो सकता है? एंड हम लोग ऑप्शन में चूज करेंगे. तो I'll say this question is difficult. Reason being, हम लोग को unnecessary बहुत ही कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ रहा है s निकालने के लिए, वैल्यूज निकालने के लिए. Question number 6. This is something which we have discussed in the class. Okay, modulus के केस में we take extreme values. ये दोनों extreme है, उसके अंदर का ये. तो x equal to -3 पे this will be minimum. So if I put x equal to -3, you will, how much you will get is you will get 12. Okay, so x -3 से we can go till x -7 तक. and we can change how much is means ये कितना बढ़ रहा है. Okay. Similarly हम लोग x से +5 की तरफ जाके देख सकते हैं कि कितना बढ़ रहा है, and we have to find कौन कौन सा वैल्यू सेटिस्फाई करेगा. Seventh वाला is similar to which is asked in CAS 2080. Okay. But इसमें थोड़ा सा ग्राफ अलग बनेगा. Okay. So something like this we will have something like this gap graph ऐसा रहेगा. So you have to make 4 equations. Okay, you have to take x positive, y positive, okay, x positive, y negative, all the 4 cases, and then you can solve the question. Question number 8. Again, you can check the solution. Okay, guys, because almost time is up. इसका solution भी again the answer is equilateral triangle. Okay, so again I'll say this one is difficult. This is something I'll say moderate. This is easy, everyone. Okay, this is also easy. Always remember question number 4 में मैंने ये दिया हुआ है. Most of the time when you're solving such question where you have to find maximum, minimum of some expression, okay, try at least try equating terms and find the solution. If you're getting the answer, then that is most probably the answer. Okay. Question number 3 के लिए again easy. You have to hit and trial, okay, and check कि answer क्या होगा. Okay. Question number 2, if you're solving such question, okay, make sure this you don't cancel out randomly without noting it down. That is equally important. So that is all आज के लिए everyone. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Okay, so let's begin. We'll start with question number 1. Question number 1, I'll say this is of moderate difficulty level. Although it's not a difficult question to solve, but then it's a word problem, so you have to write the equation. So we are given 3 consecutive